My thing is, even if Liam gets away with it in the villa, they're going to come out of the villa. She's going to watch that back and see that Liam was downplaying what happened between him and Lily. Kaz and Tyler, their love story also tumbled. But I think it's taking more of a toxic turn, which I'm not really enjoying seeing right now. You know, Teddy was one that had his head screwed on in terms of no peer pressure, I'm going back home to Faye. The fear of Faye is the beginning of wisdom because that girl can be scary. Toby, our Yoruba demon. Actually, I think I've still got feelings for Chloe. We said Chloe what? Guys, I'm literally filming this quickly before Love Island starts. I hope I'm looking good up there. It's been a long day. I went to London today, did some filming for Thursday's episode, so I didn't get a chance to film Islanders this morning, but I'm doing it this evening anyway, so it'll be up Wednesday afternoon. It's up now, because you guys are seeing the video, right? Let's get into the video. Hi guys, welcome to Mo Show and welcome to another installment of a crossover between Chit Chat with Mo and Islanders. For the 8 weeks that Love Island is on, I'm going to be reviewing the previous week. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Guys, I've literally got like 5 minutes before Love Island for tonight starts. So this will probably be my quickest review because I really want to watch and see what's going to go down tonight at the Recoupling. Let's talk about Casa Amor. So in the last episode, I told you guys that Casa Amor actually started and, you know, the boys went over to meet the new lady bombshells. As I said, all of them 10 out of 10. All girls were getting attention except for Salma and Kayla. I didn't see Kayla at all during the filming of Casa Amor. I don't know what happened to her at all. I guess maybe nobody was cracking on with her. At least we still saw Salma lying on the sunbed. Kayla was nowhere to be found. You know, as I said in the last episode, it was a bit sad for me to see that the girls were being very loyal whilst the guys were basically just being hosts. They were testing their relationship. They were cracking on with other girls. Their heads were fully turning. And I was really disappointed to find that Liam, who I was thinking that this guy, Baba, is going to be loyal, literally behaving like Toby the Yoruba demon, but a bit more subtle. We're going to come to Toby's on. Toby's on is a special case. We're going to come to him in a second, but Liam really surprised me. I am flabbergasted. I never expected it. Liam. But to be fair, like, I found out that Liam's 21 and I was like, okay, it makes sense. Because initially I thought he was as old as Millie. I thought he had that kind of mature vibe that I was getting from Millie, but clearly not. It was still a bit immature, wants to try out different girls. The irony that, you know, Lily, the girl that he was interested in Casa Amor, has a very similar ring to Millie's name. That was very interesting to see unfold. I personally was disappointed. As if that wasn't bad enough. When Liam now comes back, you know, after the recoupling happens and, you know, love story, Millie waited for him and ta-da and da-da-da-da, he hugged her, said I really missed you, only for Lily to come and basically ruffle some feathers, only for Lily to basically come to Millie as a woman in front of the entire cast and basically said, actually no, I had a connection with someone and it was pretty much 50-50 in terms of attraction and in terms of trying to know each other, and also there was a kiss outside of a challenge, you know, much to Millie's shock and surprise.
How he is feeling?
Shocked. I feel like I had a good connection the second I got in there. And I feel like it was very reciprocated.
Who did you have a connection with?
Liam.
When all of this unfolded, it was really disappointing to me that he was cracking on with somebody else, and very surprising, despite the connection that he has with Millie back home. It was the fact that when he was then confronted about this, he continued to lie. And for me, lies are never a good foundation for any relationship, especially romantic relationships. So my thing is, even if Liam gets away with it in the villa, they're going to come out of the villa, even if they end up in a relationship. She's going to watch that back and see that Liam was really and is still downplaying what happened between him and Lily. Especially the fact that when they did kiss, him and Jake had a little like giggle.
That's exactly what I wanted.
I don't know where to go. Where do I go? Where do I go?
Jake, that boy. The girls were asking, what was in the water? What was in the water? What was in the water? What? It was Jake. Jake was the parasite. Jake was the weapon formed against all the relationships in Love Island. Jake was there, mending his own garden whilst encouraging the other lads to ruin the special things that they had with the girls back home. This guy, I said it from the beginning, I'm going to say it again, this guy has his eye on the prize. He knows exactly what he needs to do to win the favour of the audience and also to win the favour of Liberty to get that 50k check. 50k is a lot. That is life-changing money. So Jake, I hear it, but it's like, why are you sabotaging everybody else's relationship? Why don't you just do what you need to do? You don't need to necessarily be encouraging the lads to do what they ordinarily... Because it was like, you could tell that Liam was conflicted. And, you know, even Teddy as well. And he kept saying, no, you've only known a bird for 2 weeks. Wouldn't you get to know... Why? But you yourself, you made somebody your girlfriend after like 3 weeks. And you're coming here to say the other guys should leave their girlfriends or their girls, you know, it's only Liberty and Jake that are in a relationship. But you know what I mean? I was just like, this is how I think Love Island really depicts like real life and dating and, you know, how things sometimes pan out in the real world, in the sense of a lot of people are your frenemies. They will give you the wrong advice whilst tending to their own garden, and then you, boo-boo the fool, you go and follow it, and then you cancel and nullify all the blessings that God has blessed you with. We need to be careful, and the kind of advice that we listen to and like where it's coming from. I think the guys in the villa, they've allowed their naivety to get the best of them, and also they've allowed, you know, third party etiqueta to get into the mix of their relationship so much so that they threw away something so special. As you can see now, Liam is thoroughly regretting it. And my question is, why is it that some guys, it takes losing on exactly what you want at the expense of something that wasn't even that amazing for you to realize what you have in front of you? I think I think both men and women do that. But it was really sad seeing that pan out with Liam, and because they were my faves to win, like Liam and Millie, like Jamila Rajay, like I don't know how that tumbled upside down. And I think it was a thing where he was conflicted. Should I impress the lads or should I stay faithful to my girl? And unfortunately, he chose the lads. And look at where lads are going to go. Look at where the lad has gotten you. He's now sleeping on his own. Millie's not giving him time of day, and rightly so. Although I think she's starting to crack. She was laughing at his jokes. And you know when you start laughing at a guy's jokes a little bit too hard, you already know you laugh and your pants is off. I'm worried for my good sis Millie. I feel like she's held her own. She did cry, but she got over it. She's not necessarily cracking on with another guy, but she's getting on with her life and basically ignoring Liam. There are still moments like between them that suggest that I think Millie still likes him. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. On the other hand now, Kaz and Tyler, their love story also tumbled. But I think it's taken more of a toxic turn, which I'm not really enjoying seeing right now. I guess I am one of those people that love to see like black love being represented in a really nice way rather than a toxic way, as we sometimes see in reality TV and, you know, all that stuff. And there's nothing wrong with the realness of that, but I would love to see real, genuine black love as well, without the toxic stuff. Now, Kaz and Tyler, I believe they're very much... Can I even say they're in love? I believe they've infatuated by each other. I think they do like each other. Tyler messed up. Tyler went with the new girl, Clarisse. And initially I was thinking, okay, maybe he doesn't like Kaz as much as he's letting on. But when he's returning to the villa, the arguments that him and Kaz keep having, they're like actual, like, you know, relationship deep conversations. And I'm like, these guys only knew each other for 2 days. Perhaps there was a deeper connection than Tyler was letting on when he went to Casa Amor and was basically cracking on with another girl.
Did you
Daybed.
bargain to even be on the daybed?
But at the end of the day, what you got to think about, you got to put yourself in my shoes.
I was in your shoes and I slept on the sofa.
All right, Kaz, all right.
You're telling me to put myself in your shoes. I was in the exact same shoes as you.
So let me finish.
I think you're playing the biggest game.
Me, everything
100%.
I said to you
came in
was
here,
genuine.
fed me bullshit, Tyler.
Everything I said to listen.
How was it genuine? If it was so damn genuine, why didn't you walk in here by yourself?
I also understand Kaz's emotions. Like, as much as I'm like, I don't like her crying and over crying because all the other girls have been hurt. They've cried and they've let it go. We've seen Kaz cry and cry and cry. We've seen explosive conversations over and over again. I do understand her frustration in a sense of she's seen many guys come into the villa, basically use her as a ticket to stay in there and then leave her crack on with another girl. So I think I get that frustration. There's a layer of, you know, my experience or her experience in Love Island so far, and then, you know, Tyler himself now getting the stick of it as well. You know, a lot of people did mention Kaz might need a break. It might be time for her to go home. Yeah, maybe she's just tired, frustrated, flustered. But I do want to see her. I'm really glad she stayed in there this long. But I do want to see her possibly even win. Like, you know, who's to say that the underdog cannot win? I wish Kaz all the best, man. I just hope, like, she's proper, like, she's a beautiful girl, good vibes. She doesn't deserve all she's been for the Love Island villa. But I'm kind of over Kaz and Tyler now. I don't know about you guys, even though I do see there's something there. I don't know. I feel like maybe if they both just relaxed, you know, that you both have new partners. If they both relaxed, allowed each other to crack on with, you know, their new recouplings, they might have realized if that connection is genuine, they might have realized, okay, actually it's Kaz I like on Tyler's side, and Kaz might have realized actually it's Tyler I like. And, you know, even speaking of the new partners, I feel like the Casa Amor contestants, like a lot of people have described, have just been used as collateral damage. Like, they have been literally used and dumped by the islanders. The Casa Amor lot, they've just been thrown into mess. Kaz kept going on and on about how if Tyler had not chosen someone, she wouldn't have gotten with Matthew. Imagine you're hearing this and it's like, you feel like egg, and that's how Matthew's feeling right now. That's why he doesn't want to cuddle her anymore. That's why he's like, you know what, you sleep over there, I'ma be over here. Even then, Kaz is like, she's not happy with that. She's confronting him. Why didn't you cuddle me? But it's like, sis, you're literally telling him that he was second choice in front of everybody. It's clear that you still have unfinished business with Tyler. Why would he want to crack on with you? Faye didn't even waste time. She dumped Sam just like that. She literally just was like, yeah, I kissed him. I'm going back to my mains. Faye and Teddy, I did feel like they were done very wrong. The Love Island producers, they wanted the drama and they got the drama. They already knew that Faye had, you know, trust issues. She wasn't sure whether Teddy was going to remain faithful. So when she did see Teddy kissing in a picture, you can imagine that triggered her, and she was just like, right, this guy is a dog and I'm going to crack on with somebody else. So when Teddy came in on his own, that was sad to watch because he was actually being a faithful black man. Like, you know, black men don't cheat. What are you saying? Black men don't cheat. Slept on the airbed. You know, him and Jake were the only two. You know, Teddy was one that had his head screwed on in terms of no peer pressure. I'm going back home to Faye. The fear of Faye is the beginning of wisdom because that girl can be scary. But yeah, it's nice to see them. You know, they got over that. They did have, you know, tussles in front of everybody as well when he came back at the recoupling, and, you know, later on they had private conversations. But it's good to see that they're back where they were before. Do I want them to win though? I kind of want Teddy to win, but without Faye. I don't know whether that's bad mind. I guess for me, I'm always rooting for everybody black. So, you know, I would love a Teddy and Kaz. I would love a Kaz to win. I would love a Teddy to win. Aaron was also my fave to win with Kaz before, but, you know, of course, you know, because he went with Lucinda. Before I round up, I just wanted to quickly talk about Toby, our Yoruba demon. You know, I was calling him Toby Lover before I knew he was a Yoruba guy. And it's like, you know, a general Larry, I could smell the Nigerian blood in him. This guy is the most confused Love Island contestant in the history of Love Island contestants. And we should have known from his opening tape. You know, he was likening girls to chocolates. He was saying, you know, sometimes you like Kit Kat, sometimes you like, you know, whatever chocolates is there to your long. Sometimes you like, I don't know, strawberry.
One day you want Snickers. The next day you're thinking, I want a Twix or I want a Kit Kat. I just want them all. I might have a little bit of commitment issues, to be fair.
We should have known from there that this guy was going to be very confused. How can my guy say his comeback from Casa Amor with Mary, the new girl? Seeing that Aby is not coupled up, that's rattled him. He was confused. It was like, what do you mean? There's 6 beautiful boys. That killed me, by the way.
Don't know what to say at the moment, to be honest. A bit shocked.
Did you think that she would have coupled up with someone else?
Yeah, I just thought it was early days. Obviously, 6 new beautiful boys. I thought, I don't know.
6 beautiful boys. Why have you not cracked on with any of them? Now he's confused. He's like, okay, he tells Aby, you know, would you still want to get to know me? And then he says to Aby, actually, I think I've still got feelings for Chloe. We said, Chloe, what?
Brought Mary back. Didn't expect Aby to be by herself.
Yeah.
But my head is with Chloe.
What? I'm trying to be serious.
Chloe, what? Like, you mugged Chloe off for Aby, mugged Aby off for Mary. Now you want to mug both Mary and Aby off for Chloe again. But I actually believe that Toby isn't doing this on purpose. I think he is genuinely clueless. And yeah, his Yoruba demon powers are being accidentally activated. He's gone from a character that, you know, people didn't really like because of the whole Kaz situation to this season's fave in terms of he has brought us quality content. Hugo has been getting less screen time lately, and, you know, everyone's been happy about that because he is an interesting character. Apparently, even the Love Island producers, they're tired of him. So even us that were watching, why can't you put him out? Because you putted Shannon out because she wasn't participating in the games. You know, we've all had enough of Uncle Teacher. But Hugo is now with Amy at last. He finally cracks on with somebody. But you can tell that she's not here for it. Yeah, Hugo needs to go soon. Right, guys, I'm about to go watch tonight's episode. I might add a little bit on in terms of commentary because obviously I'm releasing this tomorrow, Wednesday. Oh guys, it's so dark outside. I've just finished watching the episode. Yeah, safe to say that episode was kind of boring. Guess little notes. After all that from Chloe versus Toby, and Toby completely mugging her off in front of everyone, Chloe still picked him at the recoupling. Liam and Millie are back together. Teddy and Kaz, the tension. These guys just need to have makeup sex at this point because the tension between them. Tyler, just go and dobale in front of her and they still like each other because all of this energy when you're supposedly both with new people, why are you still trying to make each other jealous with your new partners? I think there's definitely still unfinished business, definitely still some tension there. And I didn't really like Mary's speech with regards to picking Sam. Sam was picked last. Mary had originally wanted Dale, but Aby got there before her. And she was like, oh my God, I'm going to cry. I'm in a really, really bad predicament. I'm like, come on. Like, these Love Islanders, come on. You guys are adults. Like, even if that's not who you want to be with, sometimes use a bit of wisdom when you're speaking. There's somebody in front of you, a human being with feelings and emotions that you could see that really crushed Sam. Like, I don't know, this season, I don't know why nobody went home last night, actually. But anyway, we move. Why did Tyler and Kaz not work out? Low-key. I know I was like, Millie shouldn't take Liam back, but low-key, I don't know why. I really want Kaz and Tyler to work because I see a genuine connection there. But I just feel like they're both like putting up a wall. Like, they're both doing hard girl, hard boy right now so that none of them like falls for the other one. But it's like, we can clearly see that you still like each other. As chaotic as the villa is right now, I personally don't know who I want to win anymore. So maybe that's my question for today. You guys let me know, what are your thoughts on all the drama that's going on in Love Island right now? And also, who's your fave to win? Let me know in the comment section down below. And that's all I have in terms of Love Island week. I think it's week 5. Yes, week 5. Do make sure that if you liked it, share with your friends, comment below on the things I spoke about, and subscribe to this channel for more. Until next time, peace and love, peace and chunks.